Put away by Rabat, but it's not a good one. There was a chance to release the ball, but really backs herself. The Egyptians want a free kick. They're not getting one. El Dambouk remains down. Slowly to her feet. Now hops back onside. (1-0) to Asfar. Moroccan champions with the slender 1-0 advantage. A lot of tension. You can see the returning figure. Some attack now to Moroccan international. Now 25. She was the real breakout star of the early couple of editions of the Women's CAF Champions League. So unscathed, and try and set themselves for a final with Tipe Mazembe. But Massar are certainly not giving up the ghost. Masudi. Bukami finds Rabat. She now puts it out with her teammate remaining on the deck. She's managed to take out Massar's, I don't know if it was El Dambouk. No, it wasn't. Concern there for the ankle. But one Bukami switching with another. And number 13, Ibat came on. This is a bit more of a worry that she's managed to injure herself. Kicking the turf, I think it was Aja Saeed. Well, interesting here. Siam Bukami. Nur Masoud replacing Matongo. Interesting switch. Nur Masoud, the 20-year-old. It's on. Thought maybe the defender was coming off, a striker. Attacker was coming on. Seems like a straight swap. Yes, of course, Erudani had gone off. It's the Bukami central pairing. Siam being joined by Uaiba. Ray Douani having replaced Safa Banouk. Asfar happy to try and see out the final part of the match and also try and hit on the break, as Massar have to throw more and more at this. Oh, they've done so well to work this. Great ball by Abdel Razek. Ubamba. Oh, she's played the ball with the wrong colour jersey. Ubamba on the spin. Great challenge. Gets it to El Madani. What a ball that is to find Murtaji. And that's a brilliant ball to Masoudi. Just couldn't quite read the flight of the ball. And goes out for a throw, but there was a real chance. No wonder it's a thumbs up. Fabulous pick out. Massar running out of time. Who will book their date with Tipe Mazembe in Saturday's final? who will be into the third place playoff to take on Edo Queens. Bill Dampuk whips it in, but it's out of the pathway. Masar means path, and it has been an incredible path that the Faroe side have trodden. Founded just 3 years ago when the first CAF Women's Champions League was hosted. Wanted to be a platform to develop talent and compete at the highest level. They are certainly doing that. Is it going to be a step too far to advance to the final in their first ever appearance? Trip there and a free kick. Given away cheaply, Masudi can't hold on to it though. Al Masar are furious and enough to get the captain a booking. Del Hamid leading the complaints. Aya Abdel Razek felt she'd won the ball and was on the move. She had to go through the leg of Masudi to win it. Brilliant refereeing. And rightly not standing for the dissent. Well, these two sides met in qualifying. Nassar thrashed Tunisia's Sousse, the 4-2 victory over Algeria's Akbou, but they lost by a solitary goal to Asfar in the final match, of course. Eventually, both earning their spot. And once again, these two are tied at 1-0. Can Massar change the tune? Falling behind. She has the pace. So does the ball. And Uramichi gets there first. Helped out as well by Aha Said. Wow. The players have put absolutely everything into this. No wonder a few tired, battered and bruised bodies. Well, young Champions League players of the future, perhaps. At the moment, the vintage of 2024 certainly impressing greatly. And it's going right to the wire as it did in the first semi-final. Asfar would have qualified, as mentioned, having won the UNAF qualifiers, but nominated hosts for this Morocco 2024 edition of CAF Women's Champions League. Nassar that runners-up spot. Took their first ever place in the competition, but they don't want it to end in the third place playoff. Ball swung in. Oh, the touch there. A bump in there. The referee saying a fair challenge. Nassar, of course, missed a penalty in the first half. Nyankuru denied by Eremici. And they were desperate for another. Now VAR may yet get involved, but I'm not sure. There will be an intervention, but you never know. Certainly contact, there's no doubt about that. It's whether Nassar player had control and gets bundled over. Well, it's Chiri again who was under the spotlight from VAR for a potential handball. But that passed without incident. Certainly concerned look on the face of Uaiba, Bukami, and those in Asfar, black, red and green. Get the feeling Chiri did get a bit of the ball. But again, we're waiting to see if the referee is going to have to review and potentially rethink. Will it be a huge decision to award a penalty? The Egyptians in red are desperate for it to happen. They've played some great stuff, but they've really struggled to test Eremici in the goal, other than Nyankuru's unsuccessful spot kick. So by all means, a penalty guarantees nothing, especially with the form of Eremici. 2 penalties this tournament, 2 saves. Would Nyankuru take on the responsibility again? All ifs and buts, because it is a long check, a longer one than might have anticipated, which suggests there's plenty of opinions. The only one that will matter is our referee. So the opening goal after 12 minutes from Banuk, and then Nyankuru winning a penalty after being held back. Well, she's going to have a look. It's already made it more tasty. She didn't need VAR when she gave the penalty in the first half that was missed. Great save from Eremici after 18 minutes, just 6 minutes after Asfar took the lead. The question is, has she taken out the Nassar player? She certainly gets the touch first, the Nassar player. But I'm wondering if a touch... It's Nyankuru again. She gets the first touch. Now, is there a touch from Chiri? She's taking her time. I'm not sure Chiri gets much on it, but that might not be the best angle. Looks like I think we might see a spot kick here. The referee just wanting to see the contact after the ball is touched. You can see that she was a little bit blindsided by the 2 Asfar players that came across, and hard with the ball in front of Nyankuru to see it. The human eye. You can see the ball is going in behind, and without being taken out, with Nyankuru got to the end of it. These are all the hypotheticals that have to go into the calculation. Bated breath for Asfar. We may not just have a penalty, we could be going into extra time. Although, as we saw in the first half, El Remici is a goalkeeper of penalty kick saving. Well, here we go. Massar celebrate, but they may want to cut them short because they haven't scored yet. They failed with a penalty kick in the first half. But is this time going to be their time? Asfar may say that Chiri got a small touch on the ball after long consultation. The referee has said that the defender took Liankuru out, and it is a spot kick. Now, who is going to take it? Well, that is the young midfielder Maya Abdelrazek. Liankuru saw her penalty saved in the first half. She hasn't stepped up again as 8 minutes will be added on. Huge moment, and it's the 19-year-old who's taking the weight of the world on her shoulder. Well, she had experience with Wadi Degla. That ended in 3 defeats. Now, 2. And this is a young woman with big ambitions, scoring an equaliser in stoppage time. Would do her career bigger. Oh, El Remici again! A third penalty kick of this CAF Women's Champions League, and 2 in the semi-final. Asfar will feel justice done. But just incredible. The goalkeeper has once again been the hero. Well, wait a second. Was she off her line? I'd imagine that's the only reason we'll get a retake. Oh, the drama. It's not ended yet, and I think it's going to be a retake. It is! Booking for the captain. El Rabat, like her counterpart Abdelhamid, booked for descent. Oh my, oh my. Well, this one's a bit more clear cut, I'm sure, when we see the pictures. 1 foot has to be on the line. She is clear. And it's an easy decision, but emotions running high. As mentioned, it's a bit more black and white, this, but Massar, well, who's going to take it now? It's no great surprise. In fact, I'm surprised it didn't happen earlier. The most experienced in the side, Maira Ali El Danbuk. She also played alongside Maya Abdelrazek in that Wadi Degla side, as well as a spell in Ukraine where she played in the European Champions League. The 27-year-old who's trying to prove that El Remici can be beaten. The Moroccan stopper booked. It came off her line, and that's why it's a retake. Well, we're going to run out of players to book without her. Murtaji also in the book. Now, absolutely incredible. And if we said 8 minutes added time, there could be a hell of a lot more of that. Well, now, El Danbuk did have the ball in her hands. But no. Maya Abdelrazek wants another go at it. She wants another bite at the cherry. the strength of character when she knows what missing will mean. And she's been stopped in her run-up. Oh, the tension. El Ramici against Abdelrazek. And this time, the teenager fires in. Her first CAF Women's Champions League goal. And it's in the semi-final, deep into stoppage time. And it has levelled the affair. She was denied by Aramici, only for the goalkeeper to be found to have come off her line. She did so again, if you look at it. But this time, clean, crisp, and down the middle. Maya Abdelrazek wanted to make a name for herself at this tournament. She's picked the perfect moment to do so. Massar alive in the semi-final. It is one apiece. Well, quite incredible. If you just look at the whole sequence from when the challenge was initially made to when we actually got the goal, must have been about 10 minutes. So, sure exactly what time this is going to finish, but there's going to be plenty of time for someone to find a winner to avoid extra time. This CAF Women's Champions League is already thrown up some unforgettable late shows. Edo Queens against Mamelodi Sundowns, of course, the standout, but Tepe Mazembe themselves scored past the 90 mark to take their semi-final against Edo Queens into extra time, in which the Ravens soared to a 3-1 victory overall. Nassar want to do the same, but can the Moroccan champions hit back? Nassar have done something they didn't before. But that's the winner, surely! Oh, what a free kick! And that, the response of champions. Incredible. Well, there's going to be tears on both sides of joy and devastation. And after 10 minutes to finally beat El Ramici from the spot, it took barely a minute for Asfar to dramatically fire themselves minutes from the final. The keeper caught out by Doa El Madani. Plenty have said that as the competition's top scorer gets her sixth but most important goal of the 2024 CAF Women's Champions League. They were expecting a cross. She came up with the unexpected. And Asfar surely can't throw it away now. Well, look out over El Jadida. The hosts, Asfar, a couple hours away from home, but have made the El Abi Stadium their own for this competition. And they have soaked up the pressure, finally seen Massar break through to level the affair. And then, near as in the blink of an eye, Doa El Madani has done it again. Asfar now will just want to avoid any more drama. strategy. But, still got plenty of time to get some minutes into the substitutes' legs. Well, they're throwing everything at this, Massar. They absolutely have to. Eldan Book, that's a wicked delivery. Coming together, but certainly no third penalty. And that's the final whistle of a quite incredible finale. Asfar led, but in stoppage time, Maya scored from the spot after a retaken penalty, but Doa El Madani was the one to write the final chapter of an incredible semi-final. Her 6th goal has sent Asfar to their 2nd CAF Women's Champions League final. They will face Tepe Mazembe again, and if it's anything like their matchday 2 clash, we are in for a cracker. But this was absolutely scintillating in El Jadida. As we look above the El Abdi Stadium, it is Asfar who have written another glorious chapter in their long, successful history. El Remo dances along with the rest of them. Can they go and lift their 2nd Champions League title? Tepe Mazembe will have something to say about that. Great commiserations to Massar, and Edo Queens will face off in the 3rd place playoff. They both put in so much this tournament. The debutants will face off for 3rd and bronze. After a brave attempt, Asfar find a way to win.
Best player of the match, player for team Asfar, player number 1, Khadija Amishi.
الإحساس ديالي صراحة فرحان بزاف، حقاش استطعنا نخطفوا بطاقة تأهل الفينالي ما كانش بالساهل. أنا هاد الجائزة كنديها لصحاباتي كاملين اللي تقاتلوا معاك في الحداد. الأم ديالي وكنهدي لبا الله يرحمه والعائلة ديالي كاملة الكبيرة والصغيرة، وكنهدي لجميع المغاربة.
Well deserving of the women of the match. Massar, heartbroken. Only just about cover it, but look at Zafa Banuk and the rest of them absolutely living for this competition. Emotions pouring out. Massar will have to refocus and face the Edo Queens on Friday as the 2 losing semi-finalists, but it is a final that is a mouth-watering prospect. Asfar now face Tepe Mazembe in Saturday's final. There you have it, the title up for grabs. The Melody Sundowns out in the group stage. There will be a new name from last year. Will it be a new name entirely? Or can Asfar take their 2nd crown? Tepe Mazembe, just their 2nd edition, looking to be the best. Edo Queens and Massar facing off here in El Jadida for the bronze medal which has been won twice before by Asfar. They'll be glad to be far away from that match when they face off against Tepe Mazembe. Unmissable, the El Abdi Stadium, hosting the third place playoff and the final. We'll be back here at the weekend for the culmination of a terrific fourth edition of the CAF Women's Champions League here from Morocco. Well, the second of our two semi-finals, Asfar, the 2022 champions, against Champions League debutants Massar. A huge clash between Moroccan and Egyptian teams that faced off in the qualifying final. Asfar winning 1-0, but as host, that opened the door for the Red Pharaohs. But they were a Red Sea that had been so tough to crack. But they did so after just 12 minutes. Safa Banouk with her first goal of the tournament, the number 9 rising highest and timing everything to perfection. But then, just 6 minutes later, penalty kick. Ahar Saeed caught out by El Dambouk's brilliant ball, taking down Niankuri. The Burundi striker stepped up, but another save from Kadia El Ramici. She saved a penalty in the match against Tepe Mazembe, her second spot kick save of this edition. Into the second half, Massar were desperate to get back on level terms, but it was hard at times to keep Sana Masudi under wraps. She got clear, drove into the box, in the end did well to win a corner. Tense times on the sidelines, but Massar just would not give up, and then the big talking point. Gislan Chiri clashing with Niankuru. It took 10 minutes, but then finally we got a spot kick and a good few bookings handed out for dissent. Then it was saved initially, retaken, and Maya Abdel Razek at the second time of asking looked to have sent the match into extra time. And yet, take a bow. Doa El Madani doing something no one else was thinking of. Bringing the unexpected to bring the expected result. Asfar into their second Champions League final. Massar will have to fight it out for bronze.
Across the Remo. What about that? Keep the one stars. Gone. Jesse. Across. Go. Make you captain. Jersey number 10. We got goal. I'm coming and buy us some here. Neka Eke. With that free kick. Made goal number 5 for Oli Badgers. It's now a record 16, sorry, scratch that. 16 goals considered in 3 games. Troy? On the Badgers? Foul? On the Badgers? Counter-attack, Remo Stars. Counter-attack.
Features 5 clubs making their debut. Aigle de la Médina, Senegal, Edo Queens, Nigeria, University of the Western Cape, South Africa, Tutankhamun, Egypt, and CBE FC, Ethiopia. They are joining two-time winners, Mamelodi Sundowns, South Africa, 2022 champions and hosts ISFA, Morocco, as well as Tepe Mazembe, DR Congo, who are returning to the competition after missing the last edition in Côte d'Ivoire. Before we move forward with today's draw, let's take a moment to reflect on the highlights from the last CAF Women's Champions League.
So a look back at the 2023 CAF Women's Champions League tournament. And an absolute stunner through them level, captain.
Zina had stayed up and then she's picked up a beautiful ball.
Up against Karen Tower,
League semi-finals. Taken back to the game. And this time,
team together. Such composure, and depends what the shot goes in. Makes itself as big as possible.
the event in the 2023 CAF Women's Champions League final.